the Ninja ZX-4RR has been sitting comfortably on the throne, completely unchallenged, as the only small-capacity sport bike powered by an inline-4. But that might be about to change because Honda just dropped the new CBR500R Four. And this isn't your usual twin-cylinder CBR. This one packs an inline-4 that's bigger than the Ninja. So now the question is, how do they actually stack up? When it comes to horsepower, the Ninja still comes out on top, putting down around 77 horses at the crank, about 6 more than the CBR, thanks to its screaming, high-revving engine that peaks at 14,500 RPM and stretches all the way to a 16,000 redline, which is way higher than the CBR. But there's no replacement for displacement. With that smaller engine and peaky top-end character, the Ninja does lose out a bit in the low to mid-range, about 8 Nm less torque compared to the CBR. Now weight-wise, they're basically the same, sitting at around 189 kilograms. So when you look at power to weight, the Ninja still comes out on top, thanks to that extra horsepower. So yeah, you can already tell the difference in character. The Ninja is a proper screamer. You've got to rev it out to really tap into that power band. It's the kind of bike that's an absolute blast on track, but might not be the best pick for commuting. The CBR, on the other hand, feels a lot more versatile. With its bigger engine, it's got more low-end and mid-range punch, and it pulls harder off the line. So you're shifting less, not constantly chasing high revs, and overall, it's just way more comfortable for everyday riding. So yeah, both bikes run inline-4s, but the CBR has a clear edge with an extra 102cc of displacement. The Ninja, meanwhile, goes for a more extreme over-square setup to help it rev higher. The compression ratios are pretty much identical. Same with the valve train. Both run a double overhead cam setup with 4 valves per cylinder. Putting the power down, both bikes get a 6-speed gearbox with a slip-in assist clutch. But Honda also offers its e-clutch system on the CBR. That means you don't need to use the clutch for launching from a standstill, shifting gears, or even coming to a stop. The bike handles all the clutch work automatically, but the lever's still there if you want to take full manual control. Now let's take a quick look at the color options. The Ninja is available in 3 colors. Kawasaki's signature lime green, a 2-tone white and black with yellow accents, and matte black. The CBR also gets pretty similar options. First, their signature Honda red, then a silver with yellow accents, and also matte black. Now, when it comes to electronics, they're pretty much neck and neck. Both bikes get standard ABS, but no IMU, which is honestly expected at this level. But they do come with ride-by-wire, so you're still getting riding modes, traction control, and even a quick shifter with auto blipper. The CBR gets clutchless shifting in form of e-clutch, so you can ride without even touching the clutch if you want, and it also comes with cruise control, which is a nice bonus. And yeah, both bikes are running TFT displays with multimedia features as well. Nothing too fancy going on with the chassis. The Ninja runs a steel trellis frame, while the CBR uses a diamond steel frame. Up front, both bikes get upside-down telescopic forks. The Ninjas are slightly smaller, but you do get preload adjustment, while the CBR's front end isn't adjustable. For rear suspension, the Ninja gives you a fully adjustable monoshock, whereas the CBR only gets preload adjustment. For stopping power, both bikes come with dual front discs, 4-piston calipers. Moving on to dimensions, the Ninja holds about 1 liter more fuel than the CBR. As for tires, they're identical, 120 up front and 160 at the rear. Now in terms of geometry and overall feel, the Ninja definitely leans more toward the sporty side, while the CBR is a bit more commuter-friendly and comfortable for daily use. You can see that in the riding position. The Ninja has a taller seat height and a more aggressive riding triangle. It also runs a steeper rake and shorter wheelbase, which helps it feel more agile. Not to mention that peaky power band and the more adjustable suspension we talked about earlier, all of that makes it the better track bike. The CBR, on the other hand, with its bigger engine and wider power band, plus cruise control as standard and a more relaxed riding position and geometry, is just the better commuter. As for availability, the CBR500R Four name has already been registered in Japan, Mexico, the European Union, the UK, Colombia, and Turkey. There's also a smaller 400cc version expected, mainly to fit regional license and tax rules. But yeah, unfortunately, there's still a chance it might not make it to the US. Now in terms of pricing, based on the China market, it's sitting at around 45,000 yuan, which is roughly about 6,500 US dollars, way cheaper than the ZX-4RR, which comes in at around $10,000.